Alright, gang, so I made this picture thing, and for anybody that wants to use it. One of the things that I guess, always irritates me, or not irritates me, but I wish I had, is when we have family events and a lot of people are taking pictures. Um, it'd be nice. I'd like to see what other people take. Sometimes we'll hand the camera to somebody to take the picture, and then nobody else ever sees the picture after that. So um, this is really simple to use. Um, it's going to be on a household level. In other words, Matthew and Katie, y'all have your family household. Bramlett and Brittany have yours. Um, Mary Beth George has theirs. I have mine. Justin has. Aaron has hers. Um, and if you notice in here, you can add different people to your thing. They can upload different people to your household, different users. So um, we'll show you real quick how easy it is to upload. So I'm going to do that first before I show you anything else. So the picture wise, here's a real good example. Um, Let me get over here to, well, I had this. Stand by just a second. All right. I went off into a different thing, and I have problems. I got three screens, so I got windows all over the place. Um, but I'm going to drag this over here just to show you. So I'm choosing, I opened up, if you see here, I opened up a thing with pictures. And then I'm going to go up here to upload. Not complicated. Um, okay, and I'm going to choose my files over here. You can either obviously click here to open up and choose files. Okay, or you can just go into your pictures, and I'll show you. Um, I'm going to drag a whole bunch of these over. I've done up to 200 pictures at one time. So um, that's just something that can be done. Let me do something here. Okay, so now when you drag all these over, it does not support video uploads at this moment. It only does photos. Um, if people want to do videos and have a need for it, I'll be glad to do that too. If you have really cool videos, you just got to let me know. Um, at the moment, it doesn't have it though. So if you notice over here on the left-hand side, so you see all the pictures. So that's how fast it was. It took them all over there. And if I take these, what I would do is I would click on this one, stand by, click on that one, and then up here in the top right, I would click select all. Has 31 photos selected. I would add it to the album. So this is the Banff trip. So I am going to add it to the Banff trip and then upload album. And any duplicates that are already in there, it's not going to do them again. So you don't have to worry about that. Um, and then once it's done here, so it's uploading, see where it says filing? All right. So you got to give it a second. There are 33 pictures here. There are 31 pictures. But you're going to see it over here in the album section. So stand by just a second. Got all sorts of cool pictures here. Okay, so I'm going to go up to the gallery. To the albums, I'm sorry. So we're going to go to the Banff albums, and they're all going to be here. So all of them are right there. Now, I already have a ton of Banff pictures in here. Okay, some of them like panoramas and stuff I put in. That's what this is. If you look at them, I did have them to where they were showing, but they're there. So these are all my pictures. Anybody else would like to put some in here, that would be wonderful. Some of the albums that we have. Now, if you notice here, if an album is shared, okay, that means it goes out to my family, Mary Beth, um, Aaron, Justin, everybody, okay? But let's say you want, for instance, here's a good example. Here's mom's trip to the British Isles. Well, Bramlett and Matthew don't have any interest in that, and Mary Beth don't. So you have it on private, but in manage, you click it and you say who can see this? The Justin Day family, the Leo family, Savannah, Valerie, and me. Now, if I wanted to add Mary Beth or Colleen or anybody, I can go in here and click, and it shows up. So if you have it on private, only the people you choose can see your pictures. So the rest of them, nobody else can see. That's kind of the basics. Here's one other thing. Let's say you wanted somebody to email photos in. Now, the emailing is not going to be limited by the amount you can upload. It's going to be limited by how many you can actually email, but it may be easier. So if you go and you click on this thing up here, it says email photos in. You can do this on your phone too. It says excellent. Now paste into your text message or email. So you're going to be able to go into your email, and right here, just all you do is paste, and it will say send your photos to the Bryant Day Family Album. Email your pictures, and this link will be clickable. Okay, so this right here clicks. Once somebody does that, it goes straight into your gallery right here. So that's one way to do it. One of the other features that I think is super cool, because I know like Katie's parents and Brittany's parents and people that are not on our system, you can go into an album and let's say you want them to see the pictures that you put in. So you can go here. Actually, I got to go back out. Stand by. Oh, well, while I'm in here, let me show you something. There is a slideshow feature up here. So you can put this up on your TV and do a slideshow. Okay. Now you can fix it down here to change pictures every 10 seconds, 15 seconds, or 7 seconds. Okay. So it will go picture to picture. Okay. And then, or you can just flip through them if you want, which is kind of cool. So that's there. The other thing, let's go back to the albums, to the manage. So if someone like Brittany or Katie wanted to send this to their parents who aren't on there, you'd go to manage. You would hit this thing that says make a shareable link. Then you would copy that link. And then you would, if you email them that link, then let me show you what that looks like. It's really cool. So I'm going to do this link here, send it to myself. So I'll show you how cool this link looks. Okay, so we can click on this link. You see what it does? It gives them the whole album. So they don't have to sign in or be a member or anything. And they can do it on slideshow if they would like. So it's kind of cool. Anyways, so I think that's it. I think that's all that I wanted to show y'all. There is an Alaskan cruise here for everybody. The Banff trip. I have some private albums, see, just like y'all can have them. So if you have any from people's weddings, like here's the family pictures at the farm. It's got all of them in here. The Gatlinburg trip. Here's the miscellaneous day family is what I call it. It's just got miscellaneous pictures in here. Okay. So of different things, and I'd love to have more added in there. Let me think of what else. Here's some I did. My trip with Savannah. Here's when with all the boys babysat Ian, right? So we had that long time ago, Ian. But I think it's cool to have these. It makes them very accessible to everybody. So, it would be great if everybody would go in and, make your own albums for you and, share the people's that are shared. I mean, you could put stuff into our album. So that's it. Y'all take care. Bye.